This is the A939. I think this is one of Britain's most unrecognised gems of a road.
So why don't we go and have a quick look up and down it and see some of the interesting bits? Come with me. Our journey will take us from the Bridge of Avon, south over the Lecht summit, and then eventually finishing at the new Gairnshiel Bridge.
Quite a bit of interesting history along this road, as this little stone will tell you. It formed part of the old military road from Fort George to Cwpar Angus, and this bridge here, at Bridge of Avon where we begin, was built in 1754. Quite a lot of the alignment is still the military road, and there's a lot of history down here. Let's go and have a look. It's quite impressive to think that it was 1991 when this bridge was bypassed. I mean, can you imagine this? Carrying anything bigger than a small car across it? Ooh.
The climb up to the Lecht summit from Tomintoul is quite a lengthy one, but it's a brilliant bit of road. It climbs up to the summit height of over 640 metres, which is one of the highest roads in the United Kingdom. At the top you'll pass the famous Lecht ski centre, and this is on the boundary of Moray and Aberdeenshire. In summer this is like a good viewpoint, but in winter this is a very busy winter sports resort. The drop down to the other side is a lot more dramatic, but we'll look at that on the way back. We're now heading towards Gairnshiel to look at the brand new bridge that opened in 2023. This involves going past the beautifully named area of Cock Bridge. You gotta love the rude place names, haven't you?
Not all of the A939 follows the historic military road. Some sections deviate because better alignments for modern traffic have been found, but helpfully, signs have been placed to get you back where you need to be if you are going to follow the military road on foot or bicycle. I'm doing it in a car, I'm sorry, but I'm lazy and it's red hot. I'm sure you'll forgive me, and also, I'm only here for a week, so I can't exactly spend 27 days of my life walking the military roads. We're going to have to do it the naughty tourist way. Scattered all over northern Scotland where the military roads ran, you'll find old remnants of them, like this bypass bridge not far from Gairnshiel. As you can see, the width on this was probably too narrow for motorised traffic of the modern age, so a new road alignment, which also smoothed out the bend, has been constructed. The end of our review section of the A939 brings us here to Gairnshiel, where a brand new bridge opened in August 2023. This replaces an 18th century structure which formed part of the original military road. The old bridge is now closed to motor traffic and is being repurposed as a cycle and walking route, but at the moment you can sort of access it in the construction site phase that it currently is. It'll be finished and tidied up in due course. This bridge is actually younger than the bridge I recently visited in Wales at Llanrwst. That bridge was built in the 1600s, whereas this bridge was only built in the 1700s. Traffic has been travelling over this bridge for centuries as a result, but this one has finally been bypassed. Now interestingly, the old bridge has such a pronounced hump in it that you can see the gouge marks, which are identical to the ones at Llanrwst. These lovely old humpback bridges might have been really good for horse-drawn traffic, but motor vehicles with a rigid chassis, not so great. It's a shame that these bridges get damaged frequently by vehicles as a result. Indeed, this one, much like the bridge at Llanrwst, has an 18-tonne weight limit. The new bridge obviously can now take 44-tonne vehicles, so the crossing the River Shale here means that you can now travel along the length of the A939 in a large vehicle, which opens up Tomintoul and opens up the further, wider region to logging vehicles and other commercial vehicles which use the area. I rather imagine that this junction is going to be modified so that the old B979 junction here, it just takes priority, because the A939 goes that way over towards Braemar. This is a shortcut to Braemar, but it's the old military road and it's not ideal for big vehicles.
The new bridge cost £3.8 million to construct, and judging by the amount of traffic using it, I would suggest that is money well spent. The old bridge was a relic, and this will be transformative for this part of Scotland. It is going to be useful for people, and it's going to be better for road safety. Shame about the old bridge not being on an A road anymore, but such is progress.
Everything nice I've said about this road, I take it back purely because of this. Yes, I am that spiteful and petty. 9 out of 10, do not recommend, never come here. No, I'm only joking, but seriously, that's the wrong sign. It should be a road narrows, not an end of dual carriageway. So there you have it. That's the Gairnshiel new bridge.
Well, looks like it's time to get back in the car and head back north. I just love how completely remote and rural the A939 is in most of it. I mean, just look at that scenery. This is a fantastic part of the world. If you're out and about in this part of Scotland, get up here. As you can see now, we're about to start the huge climb up to the Lecht again. This is the dramatic side, and it is really, really something. People do this for fun on bikes. That viewpoint there is also excellent. I highly recommend it. And here we go. Up, up. Keep going, keep going. Make sure you've got a good run up, because you will struggle to get to the top otherwise. And in the distance there you can see the Lecht ski centre once again. We're going to stop here and have a quick look at stuff.
At the top of the Lecht summit you'll find a very nice example of some snow gates. I mean, there are several on the A939, but these are good ones if you're interested in such infrastructure to come and have a look at. A rare example of the stop police roundel. You don't often see that.
And to finish off, this is what it's like at night up at the top of the Lecht. Pitch black and really, really remote. I quite like it. I think we'll just have one last view of what it's like to go down the northern approach. And with that, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.